Hello, let's do a video on is it actually worth it? Think of something that you are questioning, something that you're really unsure about, and we'll get into it. We have pile 1, 2, and 3. Pile 1, this is rainbow fluorite. Think about your question, think about what it is that you're on the fence about or curious about. We're going to start off with the Universal Folk Oracle. We have number 6, Sovereign, Ascension, Transformation, Visualization, and Sacred. So if you continue with this, it will transform into something bigger. But it is going to take effort. It's going to be something you're going to have to put consistent effort into over a period of time. Number 9, healing, cleanse, hydrate, dissolve, purity. But it will be healing for you, whatever this is that you are on the fence about. I'm not really looking to give you a yes or no, more of like is it or is it not beneficial. This is the Angels of Abundance Oracle. Declutter. So I feel like it would help you guys to simplify, whether that's physically decluttering a place or situation that you're in, or whether that's just decluttering emotionally and not thinking so much about what if, where at, all of that, and just thinking about the bare basics. Power of prayer. Face your financial fears. So maybe one of the things that you're anxious about is, will you be able to financially handle this situation? But give it to the universe. Just don't be nitpicking and thinking about every little thing that could go wrong. Don't be what-ifing. And if you are going to what if, how about you what if the best happens instead of what if the worst happens? I understand wanting to be prepared. I understand having a mindset that causes you to feel the need to be prepared. But in my experience, 90% of the things that I'm anxious about never even happen. So pray about it, give it to the universe, give it to Spirit, God, whoever it is that you believe in, and believe that your self-doubt is holding you back, and you're going to have to let go of that, whether or not you let go of this. Your self-doubt is going to keep you in all of the positions and places that you don't need to be. We're going to go in with the African Goddess Rising Oracle. Miracles. Naked. Seasons. If this is something that you continue with and you put effort into, you are going to experience miracles, and those are probably not going to happen in the way that you might think that miracles do happen, or I'm just feeling like it would be unexpected. But with the naked here, I feel like that's going to give you a whole new sense of safety and being vulnerable. And with seasons, this is, like I said, something that's meant to help you come out of self-doubt and anxiety and fear and mindsets that don't help you. The season is now. Is it worth it or not? Is something that only you can decide. but I am not seeing anything negative. This is the Life Purpose Oracle deck. Sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. So like I said, just whatever this is, it is helping you to become more vulnerable and recognize that vulnerability can indeed be healing. Again, I feel like this is something that this is a lesson or feeling that you're meant to experience at some point, whether it's in this form or not. And is it worth continuing? Like I said, only you can decide that. But one thing that I really do firmly believe is that we are going to have to learn certain lessons in this lifetime, regardless of when, where, or how. So if you don't pass the test now, it's probably going to come up in a different form later. What are you waiting for? Get it done. If you're waiting for a sign, here it is. Don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. You need some alone time, and you know why. Rebel. The Rebel deck. That's what this is. Let's finish this off with some homemade cards. Shine your light. You are protected. This is not happening for you. I'm sorry. This is... Hold on. This is happening for you, not to you. And they can't come with you. So maybe your sense of hesitancy is because you know that you'll have to leave some people behind that are not meant to come with you, and that does hurt, and that is painful and sad and heartbreaking. And that might be why you're questioning whether or not this whole situation is even worth it. And I do understand that. But I'm just saying that if you do continue on this path, the people that are not meant to be with you will not be with you, and they will still love you from afar, even if they can't go with you. You are safe, and hold the vision, but you already know. And even if you are questioning whether or not this is worth it, I think that you might have already made your decision and you're just looking for some reassurance, and that's absolutely fine. But I can assure you that if you do continue with this lesson, that it will be tough, but it will be worthy in the end. And if you don't continue with this lesson, I feel like it's a lesson you're going to have to learn at some point, somewhere along the line of your life. And if you're not ready for it right now, then you're not ready for it right now. These are only decisions that you can make, and I will not tell you to do one way or another. Pile number 2, pyrite. Is it actually worth it? Think about your question, think about your situation, whatever it is that you are hesitating about, and let me try and show you, if you do continue to go forward with this, how that will most likely go. I'm not giving you any guarantees. I cannot do that. But I can tell you what is most likely at this point in time. That doesn't mean it won't change. This is the Work Your Light Oracle book. Well, book. That goes with the deck that we will be using. Whoa. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? So this situation, I feel like, is something that is going to put you in a position that you have to lead. Don't dim to fit in. That might be the lesson that you need to learn. You cannot lead if you're a follower. And the world doesn't need another follower to lead anyway. Your guidance is divinely guided. All right. This situation, this path is calling for you to find your authentic self and be your authentic self, which is not easy in this day and age. I understand that. But that's your lesson. Is it worth it? I cannot tell you, but I can tell you that I really feel like this lesson and what you're questioning is going to be something that is pushing you towards a leadership position later on, and something that other people are meant to learn from you. This is the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. I always want to say book because I show the books, but anyway. Fun facts. Is it worth it? I'm hearing that song. Let me work it. Lift it up. Flip it and reverse it. Okay. Number 3, Wizard of Awareness. You guys are psychic, or maybe you're like, you know, spidey senses have been tingling about this. Maybe this is something you already know. We have Gentle Gardener. Be easy on yourself, though. Spirit of Place, number 4. This is a divine lesson. I genuinely feel that. And I truthfully don't know much about soul contracts or beliefs about them or whatever, but this is something that you are really feeling a pull towards and called to do, even if you don't know why, which is indeed frustrating because, like, we've all been there not knowing why the heck we're doing things. But let's continue. Let's continue with the is it worth it? This is the Believe in Your Own Magic deck. Spirit is with you. The universe is with you. They are holding your hand the entire way. And I feel like you really just need to be easier on yourself. Phoenix, how's that for happily ever after? I'm not saying y'all should do it, but I'm saying, like, happily ever after is right here. And it's time for healing and not war. This will be healing. This will be a long-term commitment and some really life-changing endeavor. Your potential is endless. I feel like this is a life calling for you, even if you don't know it yet, or even if you're still fighting it, which is absolutely fine. We all fight things, especially whenever we just really are not feeling it and don't know why we're doing it, and it doesn't make sense. It's hard to take those leaps of faith. This is the Fairy Wisdom Oracle. Number 54, Earth Element. I feel like being grounded is really going to help you guys in this situation. And as I've said, I'm not going to tell you whether it's something you should or should not do. I'm just telling you if you should go through with it. It is a happily ever after, long lasting type of legacy thing that you are being called to do because you're meant to do it. But I feel like maybe this is something that you need to just rest on and you don't have to think it to death, but things that are going to be long-term for us need to be long-term for us. You don't have to have all the answers right now. You don't even have to have all the answers to do this. But you do need to rest and realize that this is going to be on a timing thing, a divine timing type of thing. So no matter how much you rush or how long you take, things are going to happen when they're meant to and how they're meant to. Keep the faith. I feel like you guys are in the dark about a lot right now, and that is probably intentional on Spirit's part. But that doesn't take away from the fact that you are wise, you are knowledgeable, and you are being called to do this for a reason. You might just have that feeling that something is coming, but I really think that you need to prioritize yourself right now. And at the end of the day, just pray about it and let it go. Let things happen as they do. That's where we're at, Pi, right? Not everything is going to be as it seems, but that's not a bad thing. And you are being called to do this thing for a reason, even if you are in the dark about it, even if it is requiring you to have a lot of faith, and just try to let things come as they do. And I am not going to be the one to tell you whether something is worth it or not, but I am going to tell you that if you do continue on this path, it is very much a legacy, like 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, the world type of thing. All right, pile number 3. You have this adorable little amethyst tree. It stays on my desk at work during the school year. Is it worth it? Is whatever it is that you're thinking about worth continuing or not? I'm not going to tell you yes or no, but I will give you most likely scenarios as of right now. But keep in mind, things change, people change, energy changes, situations, whatever. Now that we have that little disclaimer out the way, this is the Universal Folk Oracle. Empowerment, number 18, we have expansion, together, prosper, divine. So whatever this is, if you do continue with it and go on this path, we also have renewal. You're going to feel empowered. You're going to feel renewed, rejuvenated. It's going to be healing for you. It's going to give you an opportunity to rest and loyalty. Number 44. I feel like this is something that by like the middle to end of whatever this is, you're going to feel really loyal towards it. And I feel like it's going to be something that gives you a lot of fulfillment. This is the Angels of Abundance Oracle deck. Partnership. Release jealousy. Focus on your priorities. So I feel like this is going to really affect your mindset, and this is why you might be on the fence about it, because you might not be in that particular mindset yet and you might be kind of fighting it a little bit. But I feel like in the long run, this is going to help you bring in new partnerships and also keep those partnerships and relationships healthy and help you prioritize what is actually necessary and what is helpful. This is the Enchanted Map Oracle. Details, details. You will gain clarity when you are meant to, and you will notice smaller things that might not have been as noticeable before. Magic prayer and field of dreams. This is going to help you make your dreams come true. And this is something that you have been praying about, and it's something you're going to continue to want to pray about if you are going to keep going down this path or choose this path to go down to. African Goddess Rising deck. Miracles. Liberation and truth. This is huge for you. Whatever this is, I cannot tell you that it is or is not worth it, but I'm saying if it was me, like, I would do it just based off of this energy alone. We have naked. So it's going to help you be more vulnerable and feel safer to be vulnerable. Radical rebirth. And intuition. You guys know. You already know. And I feel like amethyst might have something to do with intuition. I'm not sure. I like crystals and rocks because they're pretty, not because I necessarily know what to do with them. Besides collect them and hoard them. Anyway. Huge. This is big energy. This is like full energy after you've gotten started. This is something that's going to really be great for you emotionally. This is something that's going to help you grow exponentially. And this is something that's going to help you, not only just you, but the people around you as well. I feel like it's going to be very freeing once you start it. And I just feel this energy of like when you start a new hobby or something and you just are super excited about it. Like, that's the excitement I feel. Let it be. So this is not even something you're going to have to put a whole lot of effort into. You're just going to have to go with and do. But this is going, I feel like, to be something, if you continue with it, to like something you didn't know that you needed. Something you really did not understand that you needed. Just breathe. So I feel like maybe you need to work on grounding your energy when it comes to this. Or if this is about another person, they are okay and they will be okay if you do this. But above all, you are safe. It is okay to do this. It is okay to choose this. Choose yourself. Choose everything. It's safe to do that. It's not too good to be true. Again, you're safe. So maybe this is setting off your anxiety a little bit. But also remember that if you're not all right, you're not all right. And it's okay to not feel your best all the time. And last but not least, you can do this. You can go forward with this. You can move forward with this, and you will reap massive, massive benefits. Again, I'm not going to tell you to do or not to do, but if you do, I'm seeing this could be a life-changing, monumental shift for you. This is, even if you're starting out small, even if you don't necessarily know where you're going with it, I feel like this is something that is going to change your whole life's trajectory. So, is it worth it? Pile number 3. If it were me, absolutely, I would do it. I would jump off that cliff like the fool. I would take that leap of faith. I might be scared shitless, which I have done before. And it was not fun at the time, but some of the best decisions I've ever made have been for reasons I don't know. I just felt like I really needed to do it. I did it, and it was the best decision. So go with your intuition, and remember to try to differentiate your anxiety from your intuition, because anxiety yells, intuition whispers. And as you do this and as you listen to yourself more, you're going to be able to differentiate between what your brain is saying and what your heart is saying. And I wish you all the best either way. And I will see you in the next video if you continue